the beginning, there was nothing. Not darkness, not silence, not emptiness, nothing. And then there was God. And God decided to create. He spoke, and light appeared. He spoke again, and the oceans separated from the sky. The mountains rose, the forests grew, the creatures filled the earth. And then he stopped, and he made something different, something unlike everything else, something he could love. He made us. He reached into the dust of the ground and breathed his own breath into it, and we opened our eyes for the first time, and he was there. And he called us good. He placed us in a garden where everything was beautiful and everything was ours. And he walked with us every evening. In the cool of the day, he came, not to give instructions, not to give rules, just to be with us, because that is what he wanted from the very beginning. Not religion, not sacrifice, not performance, us, just us. But we wanted more. We looked at what he had given us and decided it was not enough. We wanted to be like him, so we took what was not ours, and in that single moment, everything broke. The relationship, the world, us. For the first time, we felt something we had never felt before, shame. We hid from him, and he came looking. He called out into the garden, "Where are you?" Not because he did not know, he always knew, but because he wanted us to come back on our own. We did not. And so we walked out of the garden into a world that was harder, colder, and emptier than anything we had ever known. And God watched us go. He let us walk away, because love does not force, but love also does not give up. For thousands of years, he kept reaching toward us. He called a man named Abraham out of everything he knew and made him a promise. Through you, I will bless the whole world. He rescued a nation of slaves from Egypt with signs and wonders to show the world what he was like, a God who sees the suffering of his people and does something about it. He gave them laws, not to burden them, but to show them how to live with each other and how to live with him. He raised up kings. He sent prophets who spoke his words into dark and broken times. And through all of it, through every generation, every failure, every moment his people turned away, he kept whispering the same promise. I am coming. I have not forgotten you. Hold on. I am coming. And then one night in a small town called Bethlehem, the promise kept for thousands of years became a person. God became one of us. He was not born in a palace. He was born in a stable, to a young girl and a carpenter in a town no one important came from, because he did not come to impress us. He came to reach us. For 30 years he lived a quiet life. He learned a trade. He had friends. He went to dinner. He laughed. And then he stepped into the world and began to show people what God was actually like. He walked where we walk. He felt what we feel. He was hungry. He was tired. He was lonely. He cried at the grave of a friend. He loved the ones no one else would love, the sick, the outcast, the broken, the ones everyone had given up on. He touched them when no one else would touch them. He saw them when the world had made them invisible. He called them by name. And then he did the thing no one expected. He died, not because he had to, because he chose to. On a cross outside the city walls, he carried everything we had ever broken, every act of cruelty, every hidden shame, every wound we caused, and every wound we carried. He took it all. He paid a debt he did not owe for people who could not pay it themselves. And in his last breath, he said, "It is finished." And 3 days later, he did something even more unexpected. He came back. The stone was rolled away. The tomb was empty. The grave clothes were folded. And death, the thing that had ended every human story since the garden, could not hold him. He walked out, alive. And because he walked out, we can too. That single moment changed everything. He returned to the Father, but he did not leave us alone. He sent his Spirit to live inside everyone who believed. And ordinary people turned the world upside down. Fishermen, tax collectors, women no one had listened to. They carried the message from Jerusalem to Rome, from Rome to the ends of the earth, to every generation, to you. This message was always coming for you, and this is not the end. One day he is coming back, to make everything right, to wipe every tear, to end every suffering, to bring us home. That is the Bible, not a book of rules, not a history lesson, a love story, the longest love story ever told, between God and the people He made, between God and you are not at the end of it yet. Comment Amen and follow this channel to hear more of His voice.